Listen to me closely. In a world where many have turned away from the light, where cruelty and selfishness have become the norm, you stand apart. You have done good in a world that often rewards evil. You have shown kindness where others showed indifference. You have extended a helping hand when others walked away. You have demonstrated a level of compassion and grace that is rare in this age. This is why you are favored by the Creator. This is why the heavens have their eyes fixed upon you. While countless others go about their days with hardened hearts, your heart remains soft and receptive to divine guidance. You are the exception, the one who breaks the mold. And that is why you are receiving this message today. This is not just another piece of content. It is a spiritual confirmation, a whisper from the divine realm to your very soul. You are not like the rest. You are a beacon, a light in the darkness, and because of this, heaven has marked you for greatness. Like, comment, and subscribe to confirm you receive this divine message. In a world saturated with noise, where greed often overshadows generosity, you are a unique soul. You didn't just choose the right path, you walked it with courage and integrity. The Creator has taken notice of your pure heart and your unwavering faith. This isn't about ego or self-aggrandizement. It's about recognizing the divine spark that resides within you. Because of this, you are not just a passive observer in the universe. You are an active participant in a grand spiritual plan. You have been a source of light, a wellspring of hope, and a pillar of strength for those around you. And now, the universe is responding. This is the time to understand that your struggles, your victories, and your unwavering spirit have not gone unnoticed. The light you carry is powerful, and it is attracting attention from both realms, the divine and the dark. This is why you are being warned, and this is why you are being elevated. Drop a comment with, "I am protected," to seal your divine covering. Today, a shift has occurred in the atmosphere around you. You may have felt a strange sensation, a sudden chill, or a moment of profound stillness. This isn't your imagination or a trick of the mind. It's a signal. Archangel Michael, the powerful protector and leader of the heavenly armies, is trying to get your attention. He has been dispatched to deliver a message of utmost importance, a message that is directly connected to the spiritual awakening that is occurring in your life right now. The energy has changed in a way that even your physical body is beginning to sense. You are more perceptive, more intuitive, and more aware of the unseen forces that are at play. The hairs on your arms might stand on end. A sudden, unnatural silence might envelop you. Do not dismiss this as paranoia. Embrace it as a divine signal. You are being watched, not with malice, but with divine intent. You are not alone, not even for a single second. There are eyes watching from beyond the veil, and there is a plan unfolding far faster than you can imagine. The next 2 minutes are not ordinary. They are spiritual countdowns. Archangel Michael has declared that a vehicle of darkness is heading directly toward your energy field. This black car is not merely a piece of metal and machinery. It is a powerful symbol of fear, intimidation, and hidden surveillance. It represents a force that is trying to observe you, to study you, and to understand the source of your power. This vehicle is not a coincidence. It has been dispatched with a specific purpose and a clear objective. You may feel its approach in your spirit before you hear its engine. You might experience a sudden drop in energy, a feeling of unease, or a sense of being watched. This is not a coincidence. It's in alignment with this very message. The vibration of your soul is sensing a threat, and it's time to prepare. This black car is part of a divine mystery being unveiled as you read this. Whoever is inside is not just observing, they are preparing something. And the fact that you are reading this now means the divine has already given you the upper hand. Don't forget to like, comment, "I trust in divine protection," and subscribe. This moment is sacred. You were not meant to stumble upon this message by accident. Heaven has accelerated time specifically for you to receive this warning before the vehicle reaches your proximity. This is divine intervention. Some individuals in positions of authority have been whispering your name behind closed doors, forming plans and devising strategies. What began as casual discussion has transformed into a mission, a focused attempt to understand and, perhaps, to unsettle you. The black car is a messenger, but whether it brings harm or divine intervention depends entirely on your level of awareness and your faith. What is coming towards you is not just physical, it is deeply spiritual. They are cloaking themselves in shadows, hoping you remain blind to the truth. But you are not blind. Your spirit is awake, and your soul has already been stirred. That feeling in your chest, that flutter of unease or anticipation, is not fear, it is spiritual preparation. Something inside you is rising, a strength you didn't know you possessed. Hit the subscribe button and share this warning with someone you care about. This vehicle carries more than just passengers. It is transporting a heavy spiritual weight. It could be papers, surveillance equipment, or perhaps even a person from your past you thought you'd never see again. The energy surrounding it is unfamiliar but unmistakably targeted at you. Archangel Michael declares that the timing of this event is not random. It is prophetic. It was written in the spiritual realms long before you were even born. You are now walking through a chapter you never expected to turn, a pivotal moment in your divine journey. Be still for a moment, silence your mind, and listen intently. Somewhere nearby, a low-engine hum might begin to echo in your awareness. Do not dismiss this as your imagination. It is in alignment with the message you are reading. The person inside the black car is likely dressed in dark colors, instructed not to make eye contact unless provoked. Their mission is silent, but spiritually loud. This is not about inducing fear. It's about fostering preparedness. The radiant light that you carry has been noticed, and now the forces of darkness are curious. They are drawn to your brightness, and they want to see if they can dim it. Let me know in the comments. I am a child of the Most High God. Archangel Michael warns that the person in this car is not acting alone. There are two others stationed elsewhere, coordinating from a distance. They believe they are hidden and untouchable, but the heavens have already mapped their every movement. They have a device in their possession, an instrument designed to record your home, your routine, your comings and goings. What they don't know is that their own steps are now being tracked by the divine, and their plan is already unraveling. There is a file, an actual manila folder, with your name printed in bold at the top, containing screenshots, addresses, and assumptions. These are the weapons of the enemy, the tools they hope to use against you. But one thing in that file is dangerously inaccurate: their conclusion about your power. They have severely underestimated your divine protection. They have not counted on the shield of faith that surrounds you, nor have they factored in the presence of Archangel Michael himself, standing guard at the entrance of your life. Their journey began 47 minutes ago from a concealed location, and their destination was locked in by a woman from your past, a figure with connections to both your history and your forgotten blessings. She thinks she knows you, but she has no idea what has awakened inside you in recent weeks. She is unaware of the sacred light that responded to your prayers and the fire that now burns in your soul. If you believe, hit the thumbs up and subscribe for more spiritual truth. Archangel Michael declares that the time is approaching for confrontation, not a confrontation born of anger, but one rooted in truth. The car they send is intended to shake you, to intimidate you, and to make you doubt your strength. But the reality is that you are the one who will shake them. This vehicle cannot run over divine destiny. It may cruise on wheels, but you walk in prophecy. The closer they get to you, the more unstable their own foundation becomes. They are entering a spiritual minefield they cannot see. Tonight is not a normal night. It is a night of revelation, a time when things that have been buried for years are finally surfacing. The reason they have come now is because someone has spoken your name in a place where it was never meant to be uttered, invoking dark forces to carry out their bidding. Inside the car, there is also a sealed envelope with your initials written in blue ink. What it contains could change everything. It is not what you think. A person who once betrayed you has now become a reluctant ally, forced to ride along but struggling with their conscience. Their spirit is battling inside them. They're hoping for a chance to speak, even a brief glance from you to awaken their courage. They want you to know that this was not their idea, and they are risking everything to hand you that envelope when the other passengers aren't looking. The car is now only 2 turns away. The driver has been instructed not to ring the bell, but to simply wait and observe. But they do not know that an angel is standing guard at your doorstep. They do not know that your soul has already been stirred, and that you are far more powerful than they can comprehend. Archangel Michael says that this moment is a sacred alarm clock, waking you up to the spiritual realities that are unfolding around you. The car represents unfinished spiritual contracts, unresolved debts, and karmic cycles that are about to close. The person behind the tinted glass holds a decision that is about to collide with your divine assignment. What they plan is not bigger than what God has already spoken over your life. They carry threat, but you carry anointing. And tonight, that anointing will speak louder than any weapon they can bring. They are hoping you don't open this message, counting on your distraction and disbelief. But heaven's timing has pierced through that darkness. You must remain alert, not in panic, but in preparation. Your awareness is your authority. Don't act afraid. Act empowered. They are not as strong as they think they are. Don't wait. Subscribe now to stay connected to this divine channel. You may see the car parked at a distance soon. It may not approach your house directly tonight. It may simply circle, gauging your reaction. Do not show them fear. Do not give them the satisfaction of seeing you falter. Their mission is already unraveling, and the person inside is expected to report back. But heaven is flipping that report on its head. Your spiritual rank is rising, and they are beginning to sense it. You will dream vividly tonight, and in your dream, you may see the car, the person, and the envelope. You will understand it fully when you wake up. The dream will be a confirmation of everything you are hearing now. Archangel Michael says that after this moment passes, your name will no longer be spoken casually. Even your enemies will start whispering it with caution because you have become untouchable. You were never meant to be average. You were born for divine moments like this. You are walking through the battlefield without even lifting a sword because the heavens are fighting for you. In just 48 hours, something significant will be exposed. A message will accidentally reach you from someone who didn't mean for you to see it. You will finally understand the full story, the complete picture of their plot. This is a divine confrontation disguised as a car ride. Don't fear what's on wheels. Trust what's in the wind. Hit like and comment. I am anointed and protected to confirm. Archangel Michael assures you that heaven is watching. You are not alone. You are divinely guarded from everything they are trying to bring near you. This message is a reminder that you are supported, shielded, and spiritually rich beyond measure. This is a sign, a beacon of hope in a time of uncertainty. Your story is still being written, and no black car can close a chapter that heaven is still unfolding. Keep walking with purpose. They are watching, but heaven is watching louder. This vehicle, dark as midnight and silent as regret, is no longer just approaching, it is observing. You may not hear it, but the driver has already passed once unnoticed to study your reaction. They are circling you like a predator that senses divine energy and cannot understand why its tactics are failing. You are not meant to run. You are meant to rise. And that is exactly what your spirit is doing now, elevating beyond fear, beyond manipulation, beyond the narrative they've tried to trap you in. Subscribe and hit the bell icon to receive daily divine guidance. Inside that black car is someone who was promised a reward for watching you. A favor, a payment, or an opportunity. But the moment they locked eyes with your presence, even from a distance, they began to feel uneasy. Your light is breaking through their layers, causing guilt, hesitation, and an inner storm to rise in the one who still carries a conscience. They are now your unexpected channel. They will betray the darkness they were sent to represent because your light is too powerful to ignore. Archangel Michael instructs you to listen to your instincts tonight more than ever. If you feel like stepping back from the window, do it. If you feel a tug to turn on a certain light, obey it. These nudges are not random. They are divine instructions in disguise. There is a reason they chose this particular car, sleek, discreet, and void of identity. But what they forgot is that heaven always recognizes intention before appearance. Their mission has already been exposed in the spiritual realm. Even if you try to ignore this message, even if you brush it aside as coincidence, something in your gut won't let you rest. You will hear a sound, a knock, or a silence that feels louder than noise. That is not paranoia. That is prophecy knocking at your door. Don't forget to like, comment, "I am victorious," and subscribe. They may leave something near your gate, a flyer, a card, or a seemingly meaningless object that holds hidden meaning. Do not touch it immediately. Wait, observe, and let divine wisdom guide your response. Here is another layer to this spiritual mystery. The person who orchestrated this event, who sent the car and planned this moment, is someone you have trusted in the past. Someone who knows your schedule, your routines, and your comfort zone. But they do not know the new you. They planned this based on the old version of you, the one who apologized for taking up space, who bowed down to manipulation, and who second-guessed their inner fire. Tonight, they are about to see what it looks like when a soul fully awakens, when destiny stops being delayed, and when heaven says enough to those who play with your path. Archangel Michael declares that you are protected by angels positioned around your home like pillars of fire. The car may move, the people inside may speak, but nothing they do will reach you unless allowed by the divine. And tonight, that permission has been revoked. You may receive a phone call from an unknown number after this event, an attempt to confuse and disorient you. Let discernment speak louder than curiosity, and let peace lead before panic. Then, something unexpected will happen. The person in the back seat, the one holding the envelope, will make a decision, a choice to leave something behind for you, a piece of truth, a small but mighty clue. What you do with that clue will determine how fast justice unfolds. But know this, their loyalty to darkness is collapsing, and your light is the reason. They underestimated how strong you've become in silence. They don't know the power of the pain you've survived. They don't realize you've been training for this moment in spirit long before they started planning. You will find something later in a dream or a sign that will confirm all of this. A name, a license plate, a sound, a repeating number. It will not just be strange. It will be undeniable. Archangel Michael says, you are the one who ends this cycle. You are the chosen interruption, the gatekeeper of your own destiny. And no black car can override what has been written in divine light. Share this message with a friend who needs protection. The atmosphere will shift when they leave. You will feel it lighter, cleaner, as if something heavy has passed by and was not allowed in. That is not your imagination. It is spiritual clearance. In the coming days, they will try again, perhaps through a phone call or through someone you know. But heaven has marked you now. There is no going back to being unnoticed. And that is a blessing, not a burden. You will notice people watching you differently soon, not in fear, but in awe. Because when someone survives what you are surviving in spirit, they wear a glow that darkness cannot dim. Archangel Michael says, "Be still And no, they tried, but failed. They watched, but couldn't penetrate. They circled, but never landed. They left the scene confused, questioning the very plan they had rehearsed for days. And now, the one who sent them is growing nervous because you weren't supposed to open this. You weren't supposed to be alert. But you were. You are now spiritually untouchable. Not because you were lucky, but because you are aligned. And no one can stop a soul that walks in divine alignment. Tonight was more than an incident. It was an unveiling. It was a cosmic alert that you have ascended to another level of divine favor. As for that black car, it is now nothing more than a symbol of failed darkness. Let them watch. Let them drive. Let them circle you. You are already walking into a new timeline where only truth can follow. And from now on, even your enemies will tread carefully near your name. This was your moment, and you passed the test. The watchers are now being watched. The planners are being exposed. And heaven is smiling because you didn't flinch. Archangel Michael says you were born for this confrontation, and you have already won. A storm passed, and you remain standing. The black car came, but you didn't fall. Hit the thumbs up to thank Archangel Michael for his protection. Now that the vehicle has departed, a greater unfolding begins in the realm they cannot see in the places where spiritual records are kept and divine justice is timed. Heaven has begun documenting every movement, every word, and every silent threat they whispered into that night. What they thought was a subtle act has already become part of a larger divine case file. The energy around you has shifted for good. Even your physical body may begin to feel lighter, as if a weight you never noticed has been lifted. That is because it has. The darkness that tried to stick to your path has been stripped off in this divine confrontation. The envelope they carried? Heaven intercepted its purpose. What they intended for harm will now serve your growth. In the coming days, someone unexpected will bring you information that echoes this night, information you never thought you'd be allowed to hear. There is a face you will soon see in a dream, online or in public, that has a strange connection to the black car. Do not react in fear. Simply observe. That face will carry the answer to a question you've carried for years but didn't know how to ask. When it appears, it will trigger something deeper within you. A memory, a knowing, a divine realization. It is not random. You are meant to awaken. This entire incident was not just about intimidation. It was initiation. Archangel Michael says, you have just walked through a portal not made by hands or earthly time, but one made by divine order. The black car marked the last time darkness tried to scare you the old way, because now you've been promoted. You will notice it in the way people speak to you differently from now on. You will sense it in how technology behaves around you. Even streetlights may flicker. Devices may lag. Why? Because your energy is no longer syncing with this lower plane. The enemy is watching your silence now, and it's making them uneasy. They expected fear, noise, and panic. But what they got was poise, discernment, and divine stillness. And that is far more terrifying to them than screams. Comment: I am elevated to declare your new spiritual height. Do not be surprised if the one who orchestrated this event tries to reach out to you soon, not with confrontation, but with kindness. It will be a trap. They will dress their guilt in soft words. But heaven says, do not be deceived. You are no longer in the realm of manipulation. You have graduated to divine awareness. Every fake smile and strange coincidence, you will feel it before it even begins. Archangel Michael says the next 72 hours will be critical. You must stay spiritually alert. Someone is about to reveal something, not by choice, but by pressure from the divine. They will slip up. They will expose a name. And in that moment, all the pieces will fall into place. The black car was just the alarm. What comes next is the unveiling. People in your circle will start distancing themselves. Do not chase them. Their hearts were never fully aligned with yours. This exit is protection, not punishment. Those who stay, those who reach for you now, those are your true spiritual allies, the ones who knew without words, who felt the shift even before you spoke it. You will notice signs in the physical world: 2 feathers, coins, sudden winds, flickers of light in dark places. These are confirmations, proof that the divine has stationed itself near you. Archangel Michael says this was the final attempt from a hidden enemy to get close before your spiritual gates are locked for good. You are ascending. Your atmosphere is being sealed. And when heaven seals something, no force on earth can penetrate it. You will feel the results of this sealing in unusual ways. Contracts in your favor, sudden reversals of laws, people apologizing without fully understanding why. That is divine interference correcting what was corrupted. Soon, someone will reach out and say the words, "I don't know why I'm telling you this, but you need to hear it." And what they reveal will be directly tied to the event of the black car. Don't be shocked. Just nod. Because now, you are prepared. Hit the subscribe button to stay in the spiritual loop. Archangel Michael says tonight will mark the start of a chapter where your presence becomes prophetic. Wherever you go, your spirit will speak before your words. You will begin unlocking rooms, invitations, and opportunities that were once denied. The watchers will still watch, but now from a distance. The fear they tried to place in you has backfired. They are now the ones trembling not from your anger, but from your calm. They tried to bring darkness to your door, but heaven was already there first, standing, waiting, and guarding. This confrontation had to happen because now you walk not just with power, but with proof. Let this be your final reminder tonight. No matter what they send, what they drive, or what they try, they cannot enter where the light reigns. You are untouchable, unshakable, and protected. The next time you hear or see that car, whether in waking life or in a dream, you will smile. Not in arrogance, but in awareness, because now you know who you are. You are the reason the plan failed. You are the light that made them hesitate. You are the voice that turned their engine cold. You are the child of heaven, and no black car can carry what was never meant to touch you. This is not the end. This is your beginning. Remember, they came, but you conquered. And now, the angels follow you not just to protect, but to proclaim. Archangel Michael says that the moment that vehicle drove away, thinking they had failed in silence, they didn't realize that their every movement became part of a greater prophecy. What they meant for surveillance, the heavens repurposed into a spiritual awakening. They believe the night is over, but the truth is, your spiritual acceleration has only just begun. In the hidden layers of this world, where energies are coded and intentions are exposed, a vibration just shifted. Your name now echoes differently in spiritual places. It rings with authority. It no longer whispers like a target. It roars like a chosen one. Comment, "I am a chosen one to embrace your destiny." They returned to their place tonight confused. Their plans were precise, and their confidence was high. But what they encountered was not fear. It was a divine wall they could not see, could not pass, and could not understand. The driver reported no activity. The observer reported no reaction. The ally in the back seat remained silent, but their spirit has already turned. Tonight, you gained a quiet intercessor on the inside. Heaven knows how to use even the instruments of darkness to spark light. Someone will try to write a false narrative about you now, not just gossip, but an organized lie, an attempt to regain control. But it will crumble faster than it is built, because truth is circling now like wind, finding cracks, seeping through, and whispering louder than the cover-up. Your stillness has spoken volumes. That is what truly terrified them. They didn't know silence could be so loud. or that someone could radiate so much protection without lifting a hand. Archangel Michael says the circle of darkness you once stood near is now being dismantled. One by one, the ropes that held your name in spiritual entanglement are being cut. Freedom is being restored, not just in the physical realm, but in generations behind you. Yes, this goes deeper than tonight. This black car moment was not only about you, it was about breaking a curse that followed your bloodline. What they tried to finish tonight was started decades ago, but you are the interruption. In a few days, you will receive a strange message. It might be a mistyped email, a wrongly sent text, or an out-of-context voice note. Don't delete it. Don't brush it off. There is a code in it, a truth hidden in disguise. Heaven will give you eyes to decode it, and after that, the tide will turn. One person from the dark side will switch sides completely. They won't say it publicly, but they'll begin leaking light. Their betrayal of evil will be your confirmation. Hit the bell icon to receive urgent spiritual updates. Archangel Michael says, what happened tonight was a war disguised as silence. You didn't see the swords, but they clashed. You didn't hear the horns, but they sounded in the unseen realm. Your angels drew lines, and the enemy was not allowed to cross them. Tonight was also your divine marking. From this moment forward, no darkness can come near without exposing itself. Your energy will act as a detector. What is hidden will begin unraveling the second it gets close. Pay attention to animals, children, and sudden cold breezes around you in the next week. They are not random. Animals will avoid what is false. Children will be drawn to your light. And the wind, that is heaven, breathing around you. Archangel Michael says, even those who don't believe in spiritual things will begin to feel it around you. They'll speak differently and show unexpected respect. They won't know why, but you will, because now you walk in divine territory. The enemy may still whisper from afar, but their voice no longer holds weight. Their movements are bound by divine permission. Comment, I am protected, and hit the thumbs up. You have entered the phase where even attempts against you become fuel for your elevation. You may be led to move something around your home, change the location of a mirror, cover a window, or shift a particular object. Do it. It is not superstition. It is spiritual alignment. Something will feel instantly clear once you follow that prompting. A phone will ring not just literally, but symbolically. A new opportunity, a call back, a long-awaited answer will arrive, but it will only come because you passed tonight's test in stillness. They are confused now, those who sent the black car, because all their strategies have failed and they are beginning to doubt their own foundation. Archangel Michael says they will soon turn on each other. The darkness that sought to intimidate you will begin consuming itself. I am protected by the Most High. I am covered by the blood of the Lamb. I am guarded by Archangel Michael. No weapon formed against me shall prosper. The black car has come, but I did not fall. The enemy has circled, but I did not break. I am chosen. I am elevated. I am victorious. From this moment forward, I walk in divine authority. My name is written in heaven. My future is secure. My light is eternal. The darkness cannot touch me. The enemy cannot stop me. I am a child of the Most High God, and nothing, absolutely nothing can change that. Amen.